This is Building the Raiders 2025 about to occur. As I mentioned, let's go ahead and show you the roster. So quarterbacks, obviously we still have Michael Penix Jr. Hope to see a better year 2 out of him than year 1. Sam Hartman is likely going to be our backup. Josh Rosen and Stetson Bennett here, just here to fill spots on the preseason roster. I really don't anticipate keeping any of them, especially because I don't anticipate playing any of the preseason games. That would take way too long. We got too much to do. What's going on, Pat? Running backs, we got a few of them, and I actually found somebody that I said I wanted to give carries to Zamir White. I don't know if that's going to be the case. Chuba Hubbard is a year older, but I've always wanted to keep Chuba Hubbard around as like our second string running back. Yeah, man, I don't know. That was something. I get why they did it. I can never be a Logan Paul fan in any way, shape, or form. So, plus I also hate that we had to give it to Rey Mysterio to do that. And like, Logan Paul's already a big enough star in this world. We don't need anybody putting him over. A legend putting him over doesn't really do anything. But anyway, JACOBS, Chuba Hubbard. We're going to keep Zamir White. He will be on the team. I do think we're going to part ways with our 2025, I think, or 2024. 2024 late round draft pick Dylan Laub. I think he's going to go. Obviously, Alec Ingold's going to stick around because we heart fullbacks on this channel. Wide receivers, we did upgrade a little bit. We got Jacoby Myers, Hunter Renfrow, Keon Coleman. That whole time I thought he was star dev. He's normal dev. Hopefully he gets a breakout. Sterling Shepard is wide receiver 4. That's a perfect spot for him. Hopefully he stays behind Keon Coleman. I might even put Keon Coleman second on the depth chart over Hunter Renfrow, because Renfrow is now 29. And we can build off Keon Coleman for our future. Terrace Marshall should stay on the roster, and I do want to keep Trey Tucker as well, but Josh Givens and Cornelius Johnson, actually no, Givens has to stay, so we might have to keep a whole bunch of receivers. Was actually really excited about Josh Givens. He's got the hidden dev trait as a rookie. He was like a mid-round pick as well, so I was really excited about this pick. Hopefully Josh Givens does some good things for us, but Cornelius Johnson, I think, will for sure go. Tight ends, Michael Mayer, and then we do have the backups on the team now. Hayden Hurst, Jonnu Smith, and CJ Uzama. Uzama just here to fill preseason roster space. Got, I think, mostly 3 at every offensive line position. We even have 4 right tackles. This guy just got auto-signed for us, I'm sure. Max Crosby. I should really turn Phil Roster off, because this just makes tedious, dirty work releasing all those guys that I didn't want on the team anyway. But the defensive line really could shape up. I don't know about this season, but eventually could be the best in the NFL if we keep this together. Obviously, we got Max Crosby on the left side. Chop Robinson did not grow a lot in year 1. Hope to see more out of him. He's only star dev, a little bit disappointing, but that's all right. And then up the middle, we have the veteran Michael Pierce, who will surely get passed by Bear Alexander, our first-round pick in the 2025 draft. I want to say, with an 81 overall starting, overall, redundant, I think Bear Alexander is probably going to be superstar dev. I'm really hoping for that. And now you see why I think so highly of this offensive line. Khalil Mack, just a veteran, 82 overall, 34 years old. He's going to regress here fairly shortly. Hopefully, he gets us. He's just a bridge player for us, essentially, just until we can find somebody better. Middle linebacker still remains a bit of a problem. Right now, we're going in with Zach Cunningham. I'm not thrilled about it, but if we had to, I mean, again, this season, we're not expecting a whole lot. It's called building the Raiders. We're in the building process. The winning comes later. Tyree Wilson, third-year player now, the star dev. We put the captaincy on him, one of our 3 defensive captains. Cornerbacks, We do have Marcus Jones here, who, when I traded for him, I really had high hopes with that superstar dev. And he was still only 25, but now 26. He didn't really grow a lot last year. We might have to make him a focus player. I don't know. And then just a whole bunch of corners. We'll probably keep 4 of them. Would be the ideal spot. Shiloh Sanders is a guy that I do want to trade, if only because it pisses me off that I have to misspell his name to actually have him have a first name. That's the profanity filters are just absolutely absurd. If anybody can tell me why Shiloh, S-H-I-L-O, is profane, then please try and explain it to me, but I don't get it. But Andrew Wingard is probably not going to start. I'd really like to start Shiloh and let him grow a little bit if we are going to hang on to him. And then Travion Mooring on the other side. So this defense has its strong points, but they're pretty much all up front. Rest of it not so good. I did bring in some other kickers. I really don't have any intention of keeping Jake Elliott, but I saw an 83 overall kicker in free agency. I was just like, all right, let's pick him up. But Daniel Carlson, same age, and he's got the superstar dev. 95 kick power, 93 accuracy. That's huge. And then punters, we have AJ Cole, and I just signed Percy Harvin just because. I say Percy Harvin? That's not a name, is it? Percy Harvin? Presley Harvin? Presley Harvin. Percy Harvin's a different guy. Jesus Christ. But anyway, that's the roster. We'll simulate the preseason, make the cuts. Not going to mess around with the weekly strategies in any of this. However, we are going to go into the franchise staff and spend some of these the points here. Now that we have Mike Tomlin as our head coach, and we actually aren't even going to have to spend that many. Tomlin here has a good chunk already developed. But this will give us our 6 focus players. And we don't need to do anything with that. We might as well just max out Mike Tomlin, honestly. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't do that. Because now we're hitching our wagon to Mike Tomlin. We've got our head coach. McDaniels is gone. Slow ratings regression for 1 season for 1 position. Khalil Mack. Duh. Works for me. And then I don't know if we're going to be able to fully do this. Not looking like it. But we can get that far. And then as the season goes along, we can do more. I mean, in theory, I should do some for the coordinators, but I never do. And the recruiting. That would be smart. But there we go. That's all set. We'll skip the weekly. No, we won't. Right. I got to set my focus players. Then we're going to skip the weekly strategies. Oh. Okay, never mind. Just whatever. It's preseason. Who cares? Bear Alexander, Shiloh Sanders, and let's put another defender in there. Who are we thinking? Do I have another defender that really needs it? I don't know. I guess Max Crosby just to get him to a 99. Why not? And then offensively, we're definitely going to want Penix in here. Wherever the hell he is. 76 overall. Oh boy. And then I'm thinking Keon Coleman. Wherever he is, all the way down here. And then probably Cedric Van Pran. Although we could do Michael Mayer. Although Mayer's seemingly growing okay just as he is. Where's Van Pran? He's star dev 23. Let's just try and build our center up, and hopefully keep Cedric Van Pran on this team for quite some time. So there we go. We'll simulate the preseason, week 1. Bears look like they're on the come up. We did send them Devontae Adams. Got to remember that. The 19-10 loss. What's the depth chart doing? Let me guess. Our kicker's starting again. No. It's actually, for the most part, accurate. Throw Stetson Bennett in there. Chuba Hubbard isn't in there. Yeah, actually, let's go through the depth chart because I want to be sure that this is working how we want it to. And it definitely was not. There we go. And Hayden Hurst, yep. Fullbacks all set. Move Keon Coleman up to second on the depth chart. Sterling Shepard is all the way down here. We'll move him up over Trey Tucker. And Terrace Marshall will replace Cornelius Johnson. That's all set. Tight ends, yeah, this didn't get changed at all. Next tight end is Jonnu Smith. CJ Uzomah is going to get left off that, I guess. Left tackle, Colton Miller. He's starting at right tackle for some reason. So, Jesus. Left tackle. I don't fucking know. What do you mean? I don't want to. Jesus. What is happening? Wyatt Cutler. Jeez. There we go. So now let's move over to right tackle. Fix that. Deion Dawkins. And, oh, wow. I was going to say, we had to have better right tackle than that. We got another one in here. Oh, nope, not that guy. So there we go. There's our depth chart for right tackle. Now we move over to left tackle. What? Huh? What did I do? Oh, okay, that actually made sense. So now Colton Miller starts at left tackle. Do we have a better left tackle? Taylor Lewan. And I think Wyatt Cutler's the only other one we got. And it is. Okay. Left guard. Oh, what do you know? It switches the guards. Because of course it does. Josh Gray, you can start there for the time being. Left guard. Will Hernandez, Dylan Parham. Only have 2 left guards. Center, we only have 2. And what do you know? It's got a fucking right tackle starting at center over him. Wait, what? Colton Miller makes a 90 overall center? That's something to keep an eye on. Holy shit. Okay, guard set. Center set. I don't know why I'm spending this much time on this at the preseason. It's not going to matter. John Runyon. John Runyon actually has to start there. Should have another right guard. Wes what? Schweitzer, or Wes Schweitzer. Right tackle's all set. So then left defensive end, that looks good, actually. Chop Robinson, Carl Granderson, good. Put Bear Alexander over Pierce. And then all those guys. Khalil Mack there. Okay. Middle linebacker, it's a mess, but that's gonna have to work. Tyree Wilson, I hope to get him over 80 overall this year. Would certainly be nice. Need Byron Jones third on the depth chart. Say just 4th. And then what happens after that doesn't really matter. Free safety. We've got more. We're going to start Shiloh. Wingard be the backup, and then Tracy Walker. And then Mooring, and then Walker, and then Ronnie Harrison. That works. Jake Elliott, Presley Harvin, kick returner. Well, who's going to be our kick returner this year? It could be Marcus Jones, 89 overall kick returner. Gaiman's been wanting me to do that forever, so fuck it. Let's give it a shot. Kickoff specialist. Where's the kick power? Jake Elliott's actually better at that, but we'll do AJ Cole. So the depth chart officially set for the rest of the preseason. Player upgrades already. Hey, Givens, Shiloh Sanders, good. Maybe I have to do weekly strategy to get the fucking focus player thing. So just whatever. Preseason, doesn't matter. And bang. Hey, the defense did good in that first preseason game. 7th in the NFL through one game. And now we take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Are they still a juggernaut? Yep. Defense has suffered a little bit, but they're better than us in every single way imaginable. Great. All right, we won a preseason game. The backups back up well. And then the final preseason game. Oh, it's Shadur versus Shiloh. What if Shiloh picks off Shadur? That'd be a treat.
Don't believe that's true. Well, open it.
It's getting those random frame drops again. It's frustrating. All right, let's finish the preseason. Hey, we finished 2-2 in the preseason. Nice. Good job. All right, well, that guy's definitely going to go. We got to cut 22 players. Had no intentions of keeping Josh Rosen. Dylan Loeb, unfortunately, a draft pick will go. Cornelius Johnson, another one, will go away. Josh Wallace, I'm going to wait on. Sidney Pitts, we had no intention of keeping. Plus, that's going to... Oh, Jalen Wright's the one that frees up number 0, if anybody wanted it or needed it. Now let's get a little bit more selective. Stetson Bennett, he can go. We can go into the season with the 2 quarterbacks we already had. Got our 3 running backs. Fullbacks all set. Givens, Tucker, Marshall, Coleman, Shepard, Renfro, Myers. How many receivers am I keeping? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It can work. I think we can make that work. Wait. Where did... We had another tight end. Did Hayden Hurst must have got hurt or something. Don't need Wyatt Cutler. We don't need 3 players at every offensive line position. We actually have 3 tackles. Or 4 right tackles. Center is a bit weak at the backup spot. Joshua Gray will get cut. Doesn't recommend cutting the player, but just doesn't fit what we want. And Thayer Munford. Somebody get hurt? I think we might have suffered some injuries here. Then we got Shy Tuttle. We do not recommend cutting this player. Well, that's unfortunate. All set there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can cut Brian Monet. 2 linebackers. 3 middle linebackers. We will cut Jared Davis. 3 right outside linebackers. Malik Reed can go. We're getting there. Probably still some corners we can cut. I want to keep 4. So Nate Hobbs, Byron Jones, Marcus Jones, and Benjamin St. Just. Yeah, we can cut quite a few corners, actually. So Zach Shepard can go. I'm actually going to keep 5. I think we can probably make that work. And then... Oh, yeah, I did sign DeMar Hamlin. Don't ask me why. He was just there. He's going to go. We need 2 more cuts. I'd like to keep Tracy Walker. 1 more player. Oh, well, the kickers. We could actually go out and sign somebody then, because we're going to cut Jake Elliott. And we're going to go into our roster and cut the other punter. In Presley Harvin. So we don't need that. I'm going to simulate to week 1. See if any crazy cuts happened at middle linebacker that could help us out. I'm hopeful. All right, let's see. Free agents. That is not inspiring a lot of confidence. Maybe I shouldn't have waited. Maybe that's not how that works. Well, middle linebackers. CJ Mosley is better. But I'd rather go after a guy like Kasir White, and he's not a lot better. All right, well, maybe a center. That's probably our other weakest position. Ugh. Okay. Maybe just leave that roster spot open in case we want to acquire anyone else. I have no idea. We shouldn't need it immediately. We'll choose the draft class. Nope. Again, I don't want to import. I want the most up-to-date version we can possibly get. So we'll go to Madden chair. So we want the 2026 class. This was... Right, I got all Jack Move classes. Yeah. Let's see. Draft has Arch Manning, Zachariah Branch, Malachi Nelson, and more. This was updated yesterday. So definitely do that. Gear is fixed, but all these draft classes, they don't seem to import it. Always seems like I have to go in and fix something. Or maybe that's just me being tedious. I don't know. Doing the tedious things. Because it's not like we play with this team very often, but I always care about how they look. And sometimes... these are just not... The players just don't quite look right. Well, this is the Arch Manning class. We'll see if he falls again. This is where Wayne McFarland was, who never grew into anything, never grew into a usable player, even though we only had him for 25, 26, 27, 28. We didn't really give him a shot, though, with Cleveland. So it seemed. But the draft class is in there. There's not really a trade block, is there? What if I just go to improve team? I wonder who that's supposed to be. What if I just go to, like, improve at middle linebacker? Oh. Yeah, I mean, so we could just get better on a short-term basis with CJ Mosley. I suppose that's not a bad idea. Or we could trade for a guy. But, I mean, why give something up when we could just get Mosley for a short-term basis? We have the roster spot and the cap space, so why not? Just pick up CJ Mosley. Some other positions. It wants us to improve at quarterback. I'm not ready to give up on Michael Penix yet. I'm hoping that he does grow. I definitely wouldn't get any of these guys outside of maybe Matt Corral, who made his way back to the Panthers. That's interesting. Tyler Algier, we had the chance to sign him. Or actually, no, I had the chance to trade for him off stream. That's what it was. Travion. Travion's got normal dev. It's a good thing I stayed away from Travion Henderson then. He does have a high starting overall, so that's nice. We don't need to improve at running back at all. Could improve at fullback in a way. We could trade for Juszczyk, which is something I've floated around before, but I have a feeling we're only going to have him. We would only possibly have him for a year or two, and then he'll probably retire. Like, let's see here. Juszczyk is 34. He's 84 overall. Takes up $7 million of cap space for a fullback. No. Oh, I like what we have, and we also probably can't trade with the Niners because they don't have cap space. But now we actually have to pay attention to the weekly strategy, I think. Kirk Cousins is the quarterback of the Broncos? That's interesting. Okay. Wow. Could the Raiders start 1-0? What did we start last year? 0-5. Broncos at the Raiders, too, so we start the season at home. Nice to see. Upgrade our players before week 1. Cedric Van Pran up to a 78 overall. Okay, sounds good to me. Let's simulate week 1. Hope the Raiders can get off to a good start. And we do just that. A 21-10 win over the Denver Broncos. And I guess that must mean the depth chart didn't default back. I guess I should have checked that. Nope, that's all set. Just a quick scroll through here. Yeah, it's got Keon Coleman in there at second, so I'd say we're probably good. All right. Well, there we go. So we start 1-0. Now we have the Commanders, who don't have a great offense, but their defense is kind of scary. And now we got to face... Didn't we just do... We just faced Shadur Sanders in the preseason. The hell is this? Defend the short pass on the young QB. How does one even pronounce that name? Is it like Ripien or Ripien or what is it? Ripien? Who fucking knows? Rippin. Brett Rippin. That's how you say it. They're indeed from Spokane. Yep, well, Wikipedia seems to back that up, so. Alright, well, the Commanders' defense. Maybe some short passes. Or do we ride Josh Jacobs again? Riding Josh Jacobs is never going to be a bad option. Although I don't know, maybe we have to use Penix more to get him going. No player upgrades heading into this game. Can the Raiders start 2-0 against the football team? Maybe. We do! Look at that. The Raiders are 2-0. And I wrote playoffs off completely. We're off to a nice start. Now, however, this schedule is only going to get tougher. Our division is not exactly easy. Got to play the Chargers twice. Got to play the Chiefs twice. We did beat the Chargers once last year. But, I don't know. That 85 overall offense could get some shit done. As always, we're going to do stat checks in week 6. We do have an injury. Ooh, Zach Cunningham. Well, that was already, we were already weak at linebacker. Gonna be out 3 weeks. Hayden Hurst is out 3 weeks. That's our real backup tight end. Jonnu Smith is holding down the fort at that spot for the time being. I can't do the regional scouting focus until week 8. I have no idea why that pops up. Ramondre Stevenson. All right, Caleb Williams. Oh my, he looks like he is lighting shit up. 4 touchdowns in 2 games. Oh, but that passer rating, holy shit. I guess we'll try and defend the deep pass on Caleb. Defense isn't great. Am I seeing that right? Michael Penix Jr. has a 30 passer rating on deep balls. Oh, no. I'm telling you. We need a good year out of Michael Penix in the sim. In a really bad way. Because otherwise we might be totally screwed. At least in terms of getting the real prospects that you know for the most part what they are. We might just have to get lucky. As Keon Coleman and Shiloh Sanders get upgrades. And now we sim. Week 3 at home against the Patriots. Who look like they're still down on their luck. Here all the way in 2025. They are 2-0 though. Well, the Raiders are 3-0. And now we got the Bears, who did beat us in the preseason, but not a lot of starters going on in that game. 84 offense, 83 defense, 83 overall. On paper, we're slightly better. That has never meant much. Although I'm not certain that overall means anything in the sim. So they have Dalvin Cook. An old Dalvin Cook. Justin Fields is still not over 80 overall. That is not surprising. Actually, let me go. Oh, wait, no. Quarterbacks don't scramble in the sim. We'll be fine. Look at that, the 8th best offense. Probably all behind Josh Jacobs. I like it. Why did Bear Alexander drop an overall already? Oi. Okay, week 4 against the Bears. We are on the road. Upgrades. Well, Bear Alexander's back to an 81 overall, and Marcus Jones gets an upgrade. That's good to see. So he should be a 79 overall now. So to Soldier Field to take on the 1-2 Bears. Do I hear 4-0? 4-0 is a possibility, man. The Raiders are 4-0. 37-31 win over the Chicago Bears. And now the Eagles. Why are they 0-4? All right, this is how we're going to know if this start is real. If we can beat the Eagles, who despite that record are still pretty good, that's how we'll know that this team is just a rare time where I can assemble a team that simulates well. We probably got to focus on Hurts. Where's the defend the tush push play? We have the #1 offense in the NFL. What? What? Wow. No injuries that I know of. We'll upgrade the players because we're going to need all the help we can get. Michael Penix Jr. to a 77. That's good, I guess. And we simulate week 5. I think we lose this game, but if we win it, we are in such good shape to make a playoff run. Oh my God. What have I found in this team? 42-31 win over the Philadelphia Eagles. We're 5-0 in a season where I thought it was just completely lost. We're going to simulate week 6 and then take a look at the stats. We'll do the same in week 12, or week 13 rather. However, the New York Giants are coming off a Super Bowl. So there's that. We'll try and limit Saquon, but also at the same time run Josh Jacobs at him. Still the number 1 offense, but a pretty miserable defense. Wow. Yeah, and then the schedule gets tough because then we got the Chargers week 7. Josh Jacobs getting another upgrade somehow. As well as I think that was Hayden Hurst. Well, here we go. The 3-2 defending Super Bowl champion New York Giants at home against the Las Vegas Raiders, who have started the season 5-0. Unbelievable. Holy shit. Well, we have reached the halfway, or not the halfway point, but we've played 6 games into the 2025 NFL season, and the Las Vegas Raiders are somehow 6-0. It's the best start that we've gotten in a franchise in the simulation here in Madden 24. A 35-20 win over the New York Giants, the defending Super Bowl champions. What are we doing so right? Penix, 13th in the NFL with 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns. Josh Jacobs has 829 yards and 7 touchdowns through 6 games. Jacoby Myers is 3rd in the NFL with 480 yards, 6 touchdowns. Wow. 2,381 yards leads the NFL. We are allowing 2,000. We've allowed 2,200, which is second to last. 186 points scored. First in the NFL, 137 points allowed, 20th in the NFL. This offense might just carry us to the playoffs. I mean, 6-0, it's going to be hard to screw it up to the point that we're not going to get there. We do have player negotiations to worry about a little bit. Marcus Jones is a guy I kind of want to wait and see on, or maybe we sign him now, because he is still going to grow more. He could turn into a solid mid-80s corner, I think, even with that superstar dev. You want more, but I don't know if we're going to get it. We got a bunch of cap space, right? $153 million. I would love to try and get him. Can't fully commit right now. Maybe he's waiting, trying to bet on himself too. Colton Miller is probably a guy that we're going to want to sign. 3 years, $8 million. We got a big signing bonus to take on. We got the money for it. So Colton Miller's back. Jacoby Myers is having a big year. If he's doing this well in this simulation, I mean, this kind of feels, oh well, he can't commit right now either. Terrace Marshall, Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard wants to re-sign. He's going to be cheap, and I'd like to have at least some players return. Benjamin St. Just, 27. He's a all right 3rd, 4th string corner. Gonna be cheap. Whatever. Get some bodies on this team that can be on the team for a few years to come. Deion Dawkins is 31. That star dev, he really hasn't done anything in terms of growth or regression. Michael Pierce is 32. He wants to re-sign. Carl Granderson, no. Zamir White is probably going to be let go, especially after we re-sign Chuba Hubbard. Zach Cunningham, Tracy Walker, Khalil Mack, Eric Armstead. Yeah, pretty much any of these guys we could be just fine with letting go. Oh, whoop, I lied. AJ Cole, he's 29. We definitely want to keep Cole around. Cole can't commit. Great. And then Carlson, a player-friendly offer. Carlson stays around. Probably do the same thing for AJ Cole. Jadeveon Clowney's going to be 33 next year. Doesn't want much in terms of the offer. I mean, his signing bonus is bigger than his salary. Probably wait on Clowney. See what happens. Oh, Jesus, he's already down to a 76. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. Tyree Wilson is going to have an option. Alec Ingold. $29. I think we keep Ingold around. And he'll be back. Good. Well, that's probably the most we've done in player negotiations yet in this franchise. Good. So weekly strategy. There's still 25 players left unsigned, but we're going to get a few of them back and let the rest go to free agency. Eckler has regressed. Herbert has gotten better. Let's focus on what Herbert's doing best. That's a short pass right now. We'll run outside with the leading rusher in the NFL right now, Josh Jacobs, and see if we can beat the Chargers. I think this is an away game here for the Raiders. It is. We beat them in their stadium last year. So, I mean, the thought of maybe going 7-0 is absolutely insane. But we're gonna give it a try. Week 7 against the Chargers. Wow, a 1-point win. Wow. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the band. Stomping on them like a cute dog, go alpha man. In Miami. Never did I think that this team would be close to locking up a playoff spot this early. 7-0. We're on the bye. This is week 8, so we can delegate our scouting focus, so that's good. Why does it say the Browns defense? What franchise does it think this is? Oh, because we play the Browns next week. Got it. Upgrades. Max Crosby is a 99 overall. Good to see. 2 99 overalls on this team now. One on both sides of the ball. Well, it's Vegas and Cleveland. Our two franchises this year now collide. Cleveland is 2-5. They have fallen off a cliff. They were 87 overall when this Raiders rebuild started. Take a look at what their roster's looking like. They still have Deshaun Watson. Nick Chubb is apparently gone, and they have a hidden dev running back in Nick Singleton. Probably just defend the short pass on Watson. Hope for the best. We'll probably need the boost for Jacobs with Myles Garrett. Well, this game will be for 8-0. An almost can't fuck up situation. However, like, if we were to have, like, a catastrophic injury right now, this season could fall apart. But I think this team's making the playoffs regardless. Cleveland is 2-5, not simulating well. Let's see what happens. Good morning. Early afternoon here, and the fucking Las Vegas Raiders are 8-0. Weekly awards. I think that's the first time we've had somebody 208 yards and 3 touchdowns on 18 carries for Josh Jacobs. 11.6 yards per carry. Oh my god. How did Jared Goff make his way back to the Rams? What the fuck is this? Makes sense, makes sense. Oh, uh-oh. Michael Pierce. That hurts a little bit, but with Bear there, I mean, Pierce is our second string DT anyway. So, I don't really know what the deal is going to be. I don't know if we run a 3-4 or a 4-3. Let's see. Team schemes. We run a 3-4, so actually that we might be okay. I think before next season, I'm going to change this. Yeah, because if we run a West Coast power run, that works out better for us. Well, so the thing is, I thought this was going to be another tank year. I did not think this team was ready to win, and now we're 3 games clear at the top of the division. I mean, this is crazy to me. We'll try and beat the Broncos for the second time this year. They have a rookie quarterback in there, I think, now, and Cam Ward. Kirk Cousins died, I guess. I don't know. We'll just stop Javonte Williams. We do that. We should win this game. And we'll run again at Zach Allen, that bad defensive line for the Denver Broncos. Wow. I cannot believe what is transpiring. We have not had a good simulation once this year in Madden, and now 2025 here in Building the Raiders. We are really close to locking in a playoff spot very, very early. I don't think we're going to go undefeated. We will lose a game, and it could be this game. The trap game. Week 10 against the Denver Broncos. Oh, wow. Well, we actually did lose. A 2-point loss to the Denver Broncos. Okay, view weekly awards. Somebody did something. Marcus Jones, 2 picks. Nice. But it wasn't enough. Oh, well. We're still in a great spot. I know that's a loss to a divisional opponent, which is probably the worst part about that. But overall, I think we're going to be okay. Now to Houston Texans. Try and take away Dameon Pierce. Just don't fall into a slump here. That's what we can't have happen. Because right now, this division is very winnable for the Raiders. We haven't played the Chiefs yet. They're not simming very well. They're 4-6. In what world, 2 years from now, could the Chiefs be 4-6? Yeah, 10 losses is going to be bad, which is still technically possible. But if we win 10 games, we're going to be in the playoffs, and we got a whole bunch of games to do. We got 9 games left. So, we'll see. Player upgrades before Houston. This is a home game. Not sure if that's going to matter. Tyree Wilson, that's good to see. And now, Week 11 against the Houston Texans. A couple weeks away from another stat check. See what transpires. Oh my. A 56-17 win. This offense is fucking juiced. Third straight week with weekly awards. Josh Jacobs, 15 carries, 167 yards, three touchdowns, 1 catch for 21 yards. Oh my. Oh, Josh Jacobs might win MVP. His stats are insane. Week 12 against the Jags. Trevor Lawrence to deal with. Travis Etienne. Oh my God. Well, 9 wins. Like I said, 10 wins should get us into the playoffs anyway. But now we could be looking at the 1 seed. Playoff picture is, I think it appears after this week. So we'll see how that goes, see where we're at. I can't imagine anybody's undefeated and ahead of us. A couple upgrades to some good players, including our punter. And now we simulate week 12. Raiders are 9-1. 10 losses is averted. Raiders are 10-1. A 24-21 win over the Jacksonville Jaguars. And now we see the Chiefs for the first time, who are 5-7 in the playoff picture. Raiders obviously having the 1 seed. Cowboys have the 1 seed in the AFC or the NFC. And not a single one of our divisional opponents is currently in the playoffs. Weak year for our division. The AFC West having a down year. Chargers are at 6-5, or 4 games clear of the division. Keep winning. We beat the Chiefs here. We beat Dallas. I think that'll do it. And it could be sooner, depending on what the Chargers do. I had no thoughts that this team would be even playoff ready, let alone what they're doing here in this simulation. That's nuts. Well, it's certainly not Michael Penix. 21st in the NFL in passing yards, 7th in touchdowns, though. Josh Jacobs has 1,400 yards, 15 touchdowns. Jacoby Myers is going to be a 1,000-yard receiver as long as nothing stupid happens. 4th in offensive yards. 15th in yards against. That's actually a big improvement. Our defense has gotten better. We've scored the most points in the NFL and allowed the 10th fewest. 10th fewest? 10th most? 10th fewest. We lost to the Broncos, who are I think they dropped a 3rd in our division at 6-5. We lost to Denver, which is a weird one. But now we got the Chiefs, who I said if we beat the Chiefs once, it was a miracle. I think, didn't we already do that? Because this is a home game, isn't it? We already beat the Chiefs once. I don't know how the Chiefs are 5-7. The Eagles are bad too in the sim right now. Doesn't make any sense, but I want to say we've already played the Chiefs once. We already beat them. Maybe I'm wrong. No, because there they are. They're week 15. All right, well, what am I thinking of? Anyway, week 13 against the Kansas City Chiefs. A 1-point loss. Oh, God, right. I forgot Dallas is the 1 seed. So, hopefully we're still the 1 seed over here. This is a battle of the 1 seeds right now. Chiefs, or Cowboys rather, and the Las Vegas Raiders. Go Dallas, beat Jordan. No! We need this. We really don't, but it'd be nice to have. Dak and Tony Pollard, okay, so still the same 2 stars that we're accustomed to seeing from Dallas. That doesn't inspire a lot of confidence in Dak, so focusing on the run has been working. Micah Parsons is a 99, that's no shock. Well, we'll give the boost to Josh Jacobs. See what goes on. Hey, it's fair. I still hope the Lions do well in Sims when I do these franchises. Always do. Player upgrades. It'd be nice to see Penix in here, but instead we get Colton Miller, Jacoby Myers, and Marcus Jones. Speaking of Myers and Jones, probably go in and try and negotiate with them again. Marcus Jones, I mean, we can afford a player-friendly offer. That's not a problem. We got plenty of cap space right now. Let's get Jacoby Myers all locked up. Myers says no again. Pierce is going to regress. We'll let him go. Byron Jones. Sterling Shepard's going to be 33. Where is the punter? AJ Cole. We'll go player-friendly offer on the punter. And hopefully he says yes. He does. So our special teams will stay together in Carlson and AJ Cole. Good to know. And now we simulate again the 11-1 Cowboys against the 10-2 Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant in the 4 o'clock slate. This game should get flexed. This should be a Sunday night game. Michael Turk of the YouTube channel name Hangtime. No, because I haven't heard of that name or the channel name. We beat the Dallas Cowboys 28-17. We're 11-2. The division, we're 4 games clear. Let's take a look at the standings. We actually have not clinched the... What? Or the X's division. No, X's playoff spot. Y is the division. $386 points for us, 265 against. The defense could be better. Just imagine what this team could do with a fucking defense. Huh. Well, that's cool. That's cool. Well, now we get the Chiefs again. They're 6-7, bottom of the AFC West. Oh boy. Oh boy. We'll focus on Pacheco. Go after Chris Jones. One more win and we have clinched a playoff spot, and I think we are still... Before we simulate this game, how close are we to having any problems? Oh, we're not. Closest team to us in terms of taking away the 1 seed is the Patriots at 9-4. So we could lose a couple games and still wind up with the 1 seed and the first round bye. And for the first time in a franchise in Madden 24, have a home playoff game. That's insane. If we can beat the Chiefs 2 times in the season, it's gonna go along. Or no, did we lose to the Chiefs? I've already forgotten. I went to the standings, my dumbass. Didn't we lose by by 1 point? Or did we beat him by 1? I don't remember. All right, so I'm curious. No, we didn't see the Chiefs in the preseason, so I don't know what I was thinking of. Yep, so we lost to the Chiefs by 1. That was in Arrowhead. Now we play them at home. Let's hope for a win. We still haven't beaten the Chiefs. And we still haven't beaten the Chiefs. A 35-28 loss. Now we got the Chargers. Things could get interesting here. We've got the Colts and the Texans to finish out the year. One last divisional game. Oh, boy. Oh! No! Austin Eckler. No Austin Eckler for the Chargers. What has happened? All right, well, we should win this game then. We get to focus on Herbert. That's a good thing for us. Any player upgrades? No. Let's simulate week 16, where I think we can lock up the division for sure in this one. 38-14 win over the LA Chargers. And just to make it official, we'll head to the standings, to the AFC West. We got a Y next to our name. The Las Vegas Raiders have won the AFC West. We'll have a home playoff game. And we're still on good track, I think, to have a first-round bye. Let's head to the NFL again, see how close the Patriots are. They're 10-5. Can they catch us? We got 2 games remaining. It'd have to come down to a tiebreaker. We'd have to lose both of these games, and I just don't see that happening. However, Colts are pretty good. They are 10-5. That's fine. Try and take Jonathan Taylor out of the question. And then Josh Jacobs. Let Jacobs eat. It's been eating all year. All right. I do want to take a look at the playoff picture before we simulate this game. Patriots, the 2 seed. That hasn't changed much at all. The Cowboys are still the 1 seed even after losing to us. That might have been their only other loss this year. Defending champion New York Giants are the current 7 seed. See what happens there. Jared Goff has led the Rams to the 5 seed. What a world. What a world we live in. Well, the Colts. They should be playoff bound regardless. Although they might be close. We'll see. Jacobs gets another upgrade. Sam Hartman, our backup quarterback, getting one as well. Maybe just holding on to Sam. Yeah, Jared Goff made his way back to the Rams. I'm really confused. What a weird world. Colts might be fine even if they lose this game. We'll be fine if we lose this game, and especially if the Patriots lose this week. Well, we beat the Colts, so the Las Vegas Raiders are going to be the 1 seed heading into the playoffs, so we get the first round bye. We've only got to win 3 games on our way to the Super Bowl. Let's see what the Patriots did. I am a bit worried about seeing the Patriots potentially in the postseason. Yeah, we've clinched the 1 seed. The Niners could still catch the Cowboys, however. 13-3. Patriots are 11-5. After all the miserable simulations we ever had with the Browns, I just didn't expect this. Now the Tennessee Titans are 8-8. Jordan Love is their quarterback. Okay. I didn't expect that. Well, let's just keep running Josh Jacobs because I think he's got a shot at winning MVP. Could be unbelievable. Well, the final week of the regular season, there'll be no draft or free agency today. And we'll play this game probably tomorrow. Penix gets an upgrade. He's up to a 79 overall. And there we go. Well, a rather meaningless game. I'm not going to take the starters out. But we just hope that doesn't come back to bite us. Hopefully everyone makes this through this game okay. a 16-10 win. So the Raiders finished the season as the 1 seed. I was hoping the records were going to be here. I don't know why I thought they would be. Raiders are the 1 seed. We face the lowest seed here. The Chargers snuck into the playoffs. They got hot towards the end. So if they can beat New England, we'll see them. We'll see how it shakes out. We can simulate this week and figure out who we are going to face. Weekly strategy. I think we get to rest some guys so we can go half pads. Yep. And half pads. Good. Get that stamina back up. Top offense in the NFL through the regular season. And the defense really did turn it around. They weren't playing all that well at all. Player upgrades. Cedric Van Pran up to an 80. That was one of my wishful thinking goals of the year. And then now we'll find out who we face. 87 offense all of a sudden. It's Buffalo. Wow, I play them a lot. This is the 3rd franchise playoff game I played against the Buffalo Bills. So what happened here? How did this transpire? Bills beat the Steelers. Colts beat the Dolphins. And the Patriots beat the Chargers. So New England has made it, which I am a little worried about, and having to face Caleb Williams on All Madden. Or, right now, we got to face Josh Allen on All Madden. There's that. On the NFC side, the 2 seed 49ers advance, the 3 seed Carolina Panthers, and the 4 seed, no upsets, over on the NFC side. The Vikings beat the Rams. Pretty bad. What happened to Goff, dude?